Thank God I'm out.
I always feel sick when I'm in here. And it just felt like I was being followed. It was really weird. It was like someone was speaking to me.
The worst possible thing that could happen happened.
I still believe in the paranormal. Yeah, I don't think anything's really going to ever change my mind.
It's opened my mind a bit because of everything that's happened.
Unusual for everyday life, yeah, but unusual for the caves, no, not really.
This is a documentary testing the paranormal and whether or not it's real. The experiment is set in the Hellfire Caves, which are located in West Wycombe and were a natural cave system before 1752, which was when they were renovated and secret tunnels and chambers were created in the caves by Sir Francis Dashwood. These secret tunnels and systems were then used by the Hellfire Club, and it was rumoured in the caves they would perform satanic rituals, hold orgies. There are said to be many spirits that are present in the Hellfire Caves, but the main ones which are seen by visitors are Paul Whitehead, who was a steward of the Hellfire Club. It is said his spirit still sticks around in the caves, because when he died his heart was placed in an urn and kept in West Wycombe. But then one day, some Americans came and stole his heart, and now it is said his spirit still lurks around the caves in search of his missing heart. Another spirit that is very common for visitors to encounter is the ghost of a young girl named Suki. Her story is that she went to the caves to meet a man which she was madly in love with, but when she arrived, she was killed by several men, and because of this, she still roams around the caves.
This is Paul Whitehead. This is the man whose heart went missing. This was the room in which Suki, the White Lady, was stoned to death. It's the area that's Suki is said to protect women. So she hates men but loves women. So she's said to protect women in this area from the other spirits in here, from the spirits of the people at the orgies who treated women like objects. So it's kind of like a battle between them. So Suki protects the women.
Hello, and what is your name?
My name's Lottie.
Hello.
Hi.
What is your name?
Sophia.
Would you say that you believed in the paranormal before entering the caves?
Yeah, definitely. I've believed in the paranormal since I was like 14.
No, I would not.
Did you know about the history of the caves before you went in?
Yeah, living in Wycombe, everyone kind of knows the history of the caves.
I didn't. I was advised not to.
Do you think that it helped your experience or made it less that you didn't know about the history?
I think it helped because it kept me in the dark. I felt a bit uneasy not knowing what I was doing or where I was going. So that was fun.
How did it make you feel that you were by yourself in the caves?
At first I was a bit freaked out because I was in this unknown place.
Did you feel uneasy when you were in the caves?
Yeah, I always feel uneasy there, especially in the banquet hall. It just always makes me feel really sick.
Can you tell us about the experience you had when you were inside the caves?
Yeah, I mean, this time round it was pretty average compared to other times, but I still felt like there was always someone just like in the corner of my eye, you know? Like I had to look around and it just felt like I was being followed the whole time. It was really weird.
It was a bit weird because I didn't know where I was going. There's a lot of paths. It got really dark sometimes. There was water dripping everywhere. So yeah, it was weird to say the least.
That constant black figure just in the corner of my eye. Just like everywhere I looked, it was just there.
I did hear the people, but I want to assume it was tourists and not, the voices.
Have you ever had any experiences when you were in the caves that really, really stood out to you?
Yeah, I'd say it was probably like the second or third time I went. I was about 12. So I was there with my dad and I ended up losing him. And I don't really know how. I think I went down the wrong way. And it was like someone was speaking to me. It was really weird and I thought it was my dad. And then it turns out he was in like a completely different part of the cave. And it was like it knew my name. It was very weird. Whatever it was saying my name, and that made me so against the caves ever since.
And has this experience made you change your mind in any way about the paranormal?
It's made me a bit uneasy. I'm a bit more freaked out. After I left the caves, I had a very weird afternoon. But yeah, I think I'm a bit more open to the thought of it.
Has this experience made you change your mind, or do you still believe? in the paranormal?
I still believe in the paranormal. Yeah, I don't think anything's really going to ever change my mind.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Go to the caves. Yeah. This is not fun.